Hi Cancer, and welcome to your Capricorn full moon partial lunar eclipse tarot reading. The full moon is happening on July 16th, give or take a day, just depending on where you live in the world. So this tarot reading will cover from July 16th through about August 15th, from full moon to full moon. So Cancer, due to the partial lunar eclipse, I do feel there's definitely something manifesting and breaking through the surface for everybody. A seed, that's been planted in the past has finally grown roots and sprouted through the surface, okay? And there's a very solid manifestation to this. So let's pull a card here to see your overall energy with this Capricorn full moon, Cancer. Okay, so we have the man coming out. This could represent several different things, actually. First of all, because we have the lion on there, Cancer, some of you, this reading could play out all the way through the end of Leo season, okay, which would be, I don't know, like around the 22nd or 23rd of September, okay? So some of you, and I'm just, you know what, I have to say, you're my fourth reading, and every single reading, Aries, Taurus, Gemini before you, it's like Spirit's talking about this 2-month window, okay, where it's, between now and the Pisces full moon in September. And this right here, just because this really stuck out to me, the lion, Cancer, I feel this is talking about, the sun moving into Leo, which is happening around the 22nd or 23rd of July. And then, I'm sorry, and I said all the way September, all the way, and then towards the end of August, sorry, Cancer, towards the end of August is when the sun moves into Virgo, all right? So, Cancer, between now and the end of August, I'm telling you, this whole reading is going to play out. It's not just the month of time that I have intended. Secondly, for some of you with this, the lion here reminds me of the strength card. So where you have had to be very, very strong for quite some time, and whether you're male or female, you've really had to embody your masculine energy, to face different situations or lay down boundaries, assert yourself. Some of you, this could be where you've been having some challenge with a masculine energy in your life, whether male or female, okay, because we have divine feminine and masculine energy within us. There's a balance, the yin and yang. So it's, a really strong, dominating masculine energy, either that you've been dealing with, or this is the persona you've had to take on, to handle different situations or just for survival, depending on what you've been going through. So let's pull some more cards, Cancer, to gain some more insight about this man energy. Okay, so we have the 7th house, heart connection. Okay, so Cancer, for many of you, this is either some sort of emotional tie and connection that you have to this person, or this is somebody who, you're not really connected to emotionally, but just they're very challenging, and what you have to deal with when you deal with them is kind of emotionally damaging and destructive to you, okay? So with the man and the heart connection, those are really the only two scenarios that I'm picking up on. Either a relationship, friend, family member, romance, or that, is connected to your heart, and maybe you had to have been strong lately, just depending on what you've been dealing with this particular person. Or this could be somebody you are not emotionally connected to, but have to deal with, and they cause you a lot of harm. Like you just emotionally want to block them out just because of, they could be very bullying, very dominating, just very unfair and hard to deal with, most likely in the workplace or something like that. So let's pull another card, Cancer. Okay. Planets, opposition, power struggle. Look at that. Yeah. So, Cancer, because this is the main energy that has come out here, this is where there's a shifting, there's a seed sprouting through the surface, there's some sort of change going on. So if this is like a emotional connected relationship in your life that's really been in the struggle, you know, I feel like there's going to be some resolution for that between now and the end of August for you guys, okay? And for those of you where this is an external person that's just really hard to deal with, you're not really emotionally connected to or attached to, again, it's kind of the same message. That power struggle is finally going to dissipate. And Cancer, it may be that you guys, you know, once the sun moves into Leo, you guys feel a courage and strength that you have not had before, which allows you to really come into your divine masculine energy, assert yourself, lay down boundaries, put people in their place, refuse to accept or tolerate, you know, for the sake of not rocking the boat. It's just you become incredibly empowered, which in turn I feel is what starts shifting this, whether it's a challenging person external or this is, you know, a personal relationship of yours that's just really been in the struggle. So let's pull some more cards. All right, wow, look at this. We've got some Leo energy again, and it was right there. This is balanced energy though, okay? The sun, we like that. Enchanting charm in the spotlight, creative and intense. Cancer, this is beautiful. I really feel that as the sun moves through Leo, you are becoming incredibly empowered, okay? You are healed, you are recharged, you see things for what they are because the sun is all about revealing the truth, bringing things to light. Same thing with eclipses. And Leo is all about the spotlight, standing out, being admired, okay? And so for you guys, really between now, especially when the sun is in Leo, you guys are becoming empowered. You are standing out. You are in the spotlight. You are setting boundaries. You are calling the shots. You are the sun, Cancer, okay? So whether this is, you know, a struggle within an existing relationship or, you know, a struggle with an external person that you frequently have to deal with, it's like as the sun moves into Leo, you become very empowered within yourself, and that starts shifting the energy, okay? And where you may have an emotional connection and you've been tolerating and putting up with for the sake of that, you know, to preserve that connection, that emotional tie, you're like, no more. It's either this way or it's the highway. You're not walking on me anymore. I'm not making special accommodations for you anymore. Like, you're meeting me halfway or you're not meeting me at all. It's a very empowering energy, okay? If this is an external person who just really gives you a hard time, is always bothering you, it's either like the truth is going to come out about them, or spirit is removing them out of your experience entirely, somehow, some way, okay? It's like that energy is dissipating for you, and you are really becoming empowered and rising up and rising above, Cancer. So let's look at some more timing here. Okay, we've got Scorpio timing, and that's that 8 weeks or 8 months. This is November, late autumn, 8 weeks or 8 months. Now, for you guys, I'm going with the 8 weeks because that's talking about that, you know, 2-month window that I'm seeing in all these readings. And this is, you know, 7th house. We are in the 7th month in July. And so again, and look at, this is card 45, which would be a 9. That's to September. So Cancer, I have to say, between now and September, maybe that's why I did that flub up originally, thinking the sun was in Leo until like September 21st. it's like when the sun is in Leo, that's when you really start getting empowered. Things are starting to shift. And I would say by the time the sun is moving into Libra, because that would be next, right? So at the end of August, the sun moves into Virgo. And then at the end of September, the sun moves into Libra. Okay. So I would say between now and September, like right before the sun shifts into Libra, like 8 weeks from whenever you're watching this reading, Cancer, it's like a lot is going to shift, happen, and change. Where you felt disempowered, you are now becoming empowered, strong, and on top. There's some toxic situations that you don't even want to deal with that are going to fall away out of your life. It's no longer going to be relevant in your experience. Relationship and connections where you have emotional ties and there's been a imbalance of energy, that's going to correct itself and balance itself out. And again, Cancer, you're going to become very empowered and strong, and it's like you are the one that calls the shots. And very interesting is the Trojan horse always reminds me of Capricorn in chess. Don't ask me why, but it does. And so I see that Capricorn full moon right there for you guys with the partial lunar eclipse. And then as the sun, and you see the sun back there, as the sun moves through Leo, that's when things are starting to change for you guys, okay? And then, as we move through September, I just really feel like you guys are going to feel on top and happy and satisfied. Cancer, a way different energy than what you're experiencing right now as you watch this reading. And I don't know what's so special about, between, let's just say, July 16th through September 16th, this, 2-month window that Spirit keeps bringing up. Like, I don't know what's so special about it, but you guys are the fourth reading where it's highly significant. And it might be like, you see a little bit of improvement and you're like, well, I thought it would be bigger or better than this. And Spirit's like, give it time. Give whatever this is all the way till the middle of September to fully play out and, come to completion, because you're going to be happy and satisfied by that point. Those of you where this is like a connected relationship, again, don't call it until the end of this 2 months, because as you become more empowered in yourself, there will be a lot of shifting and changing in the other person that you are involved with or dealing with, okay? So let's pull some more cards, Cancer. All right, so we have acceptance. We have portal, nice. We have gratitude. And lastly, we have good juju. Nice, Cancer, yeah. So this here is like, we start with acceptance, where, things are what they are, right? Whether this is a struggle within a close relationship to your heart, or this is an external person that you could give 2 F's about that's just causing you heartache and pain, okay? It's like you come into a place of acceptance about this, where this is how it is, this is just how it's going to be, and you're like, okay, fine, whatever. And it may be like you've kind of submitted, but now, as we have this this Capricorn full moon and the sun moves into Leo, it just gives you a boost of energy, a charge, Cancer, that you have not had. And you're like stepping through a portal into your personal empowerment. And in that space, Cancer, I don't know, it's like you just shift and change. and whoever was like trying to come at you, like now they're afraid of you, or spirit just removes them from your reality, from your experience. Or if this is an interpersonal relationship, it's just like you become so empowered in yourself and refuse to tolerate anymore. Like that earns you the respect and kind of makes the other person a little afraid, like, oh my God, am I going to lose Cancer? Like, never seen him so strong and empowered before. But that's just where you're at. Like this Leo sun is just going to rise you to the top, and you're not going to put up with crap. And with gratitude and good juju, Cancer, that's the shift of your energy where you finally feel like you have the upper hand. And, whatever was upsetting you and making you sad is no longer present or an issue. Like I said, you've gained control in the relationship connection in your personal life, or your empowerment scares the jerk or bully that you've been dealing with, or spirit just removes them from your experience entirely, and they're just not an issue anymore. It's like however this plays out for you, and look at what just dropped out of my hand, 9 of Cups. However this plays out for you, Cancer, it's like it brings you true happiness. Like you're grateful for all of it, even like the struggle of the past. You're like, I wouldn't change a thing because of where you're ultimately standing by the middle of September. Okay, so let's pull some more cards here. And look at Cancer, look at what landed on the bottom. There's that 9 of Cups again, the happiness and the wish fulfillment. Okay, so on acceptance, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, that was a hard thing to decide, like I just feel whatever this situation is for you, Cancer, it's really kind of distorted your energy, and you've been trying to accommodate, trying to be the bigger person, trying to this, trying to that, and now it's like finally no more. Like you are putting your foot down and really standing your ground and becoming so empowered that it just changes everything. It truly does. And with this portal, we have the 4 of Cups. This is where you are stepping out of the energy of feeling looked over, unappreciated, taken for granted, all of those things. And under gratitude, we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is a manifestation, Cancer, right there, and it makes you happy. This could be, a truce. This could be a new opportunity, which gets this troublesome person out of your life. This could be an apology. It's just with the Page of Pentacles under gratitude, that's the shift of energy. It's solid, it's a manifestation, and it makes you happy, okay? And lastly, 5 of Swords under good juju. So Cancer, whoever tried to screw you over, stab you in the back, get the upper hand, do you dirty, you name it, guess what? This is what sits under good juju. They're going to get theirs, and you're going to get yours. And so for some of you, you may see somebody's negative karma blow up in their face, and it's not that that's what's going to bring you joy or happiness. I just feel that's what makes you believe in spirit. Like, you know what? I don't wish bad on anybody, but to see with my own eyes somebody's crappy energy actually return to them makes me believe in karma, okay? Like, I just feel like you're in that space. It's like what's coming to you fills you with gratitude and happiness, and you do feel like you deserve it and you're owed it, okay? And anybody that was kind of, coming at you, doing you wrong, whatever, Cancer, you're going to see it blow up in their face. You are. It's like just plain as day in this reading. And I don't know, maybe that's just why you're able to step through the portal, because I don't feel like you wish bad on anybody. That's not, I'm just struggling to articulate, like, it's where you believe once again, like, people get what they deserve, whether it be for the good or the bad. Like, it does return, and like, you're getting good energy, and you're seeing somebody who's been really harmful and hurtful towards you, and maybe even also towards others, finally get, their own energy returning to them, the way they've hurt and harmed others. And if this is in the workplace, it could be they finally get fired, they're transferred off to a different department. It could just be something like that, where they're finally out of your life, and you know, all the things they do and say have finally caught up with them, and now they're no longer a worry for you, and you're free from that energy, Cancer, which is nice. Or if this is like a personal relationship, you know, they're gonna come around, they're gonna recognize your worth, your value, okay? And again, that comes through a lot of empowerment that's happening for Cancer. Last out, look at this, Moon, the soul, and the moon is what rules you, Cancer, okay? So this Capricorn full moon energy, partial lunar, is, you know, opening a doorway for you. Things, it's like the beginning of the shift for Cancer. And by the middle of September, I feel like it's complete. You're finally all the way through the portal. You're receiving this good return of karma and energy back into your world. You're seeing people who are very harmful and hurtful receive their own energy back to themselves as well. And you're just feeling empowered, Cancer. You're feeling strong and confident, and you're excited to move forward, step through this portal. And I just feel, you know, and look at with the Two of Pentacles first thing out, you know, that's another indication of that 2-month time period. I just feel between now and the end of the year is going to be a very prosperous time for you. You know, things are going to be happier and easier going for you. But the shift for all of that starts now with this Capricorn full moon, works through the energy all the way through the middle of September, and then from there you're through the portal. And I feel like it's a nice balanced energy for a little while for you guys, at least till the end of the year, Cancer. So those are your messages. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.